everybody, Cece here. Just wanted to give a spring update and answer some questions I've been getting. I'm really exhausted. I just got back from Tekko last night. It was a blast though. It was so much fun. I got so many prints. Look at this. This is a backpack. Isn't it adorable? Isn't it cute? Rawr. His name is Ender, after one of my favorite books ever. Go Dragon Army. By the way, this is Tiki. She's my little baby. She's these big old sad eyes. She's not looking at the camera, but she always looks so depressed. I think she was abused in her last home. She sometimes shakes and starts whimpering in her sleep. When she wakes up, it takes us a while to calm her down. But it's okay, Teeks. You live with us now, and you're safe, and we love you. Tiki. Say hi to my followers. Say hi to my nerds. She's shy. It's okay. She's slowly turning all of my cosplays into fursuits. Oh, bud. Okay, questions. Now, so, when is content coming back? Yeah, about that. I'm in a job that's pretty unstable. I mean, when you work for a YouTuber, you don't always know exactly how much will be on your next paycheck. So I'm not getting a new DSLR anytime soon. I definitely still want one because the Handycam is super limited. But, just so you know, that this update is not being recorded on my father's Handycam. It's on my own Handycam. So if you're watching this, that means it's back and working again. I guess it was just throwing a hissy fit last semester. Just needed a break. That's cool. I needed one too. Like I said, I did just get back from Tekko. I was pretty swamped with Con Crunch. I was going hard for like a full month before this one. Con Crunch, like the week of the convention, is when I finally slowed down and was just putting the finishing details on it. But like the full crunch mode, where you're spending every spare second trying to make sure it's right, getting your panels done, and your routine down, and just making sure all of your cosplays are ready to go. Solid month. Hardcore. It was... Ugh. My next convention is Colossal Con, beginning of June, so I got a good 2 months. I think we figured out 50 days, more or less, until that one. And I think my cosplays are going to be less tricky. So I shouldn't have to be crunching as hard for that one. I'll have more free time to film. And then after that, I don't know if I'm going to any other cons until December. So CMVs will be happening soon. And not only that, but I'm going to finally edit the blooper reels from like 2 years ago. And I really want to compress my snap vlogs from all the cons I've been to lately and put those up on the channel as well. So content is definitely coming very soon. What happened to Pan exactly? That's a sensitive one. It's not a huge deal because she wasn't a huge influence on this channel. She was just another actor. I just happened to use her the most because she was my roommate, so most convenient. By asking me, you're only getting my side. Our one mutual friend got every side of every story. So I usually direct people to her when they ask this question, so they don't get just my biased answer. But she's not here. I'm not ashamed of it, I just don't really like to keep it in the front of my mind either. Most of my time spent at college, she was manipulative and socially abusive and just straight up bullied me. I've never really had a lot of friends and I'm not super good at being social in general, so it kind of never occurred to me that this wasn't normal. I was just like, oh yeah, all friends fight, right? So I also didn't have enough self-respect to not believe her when she told me it was my fault, all of our arguments. Whenever she would relentlessly put me down about any hobbies or anything I tried to pursue without her, I would ask her to knock it off because these were important to me, and it wasn't just playful teasing, she was being mean about it. And she would tell me that I was being a baby and to just get over it. And I actually believed her in thinking that it was my fault and I was being a bad friend by having other hobbies outside of her. And like, since I believe that, I didn't really want to go to any of our other friends and talk to them about it, so I just keep it to myself because I was embarrassed that I was a terrible person and being a brat about not wanting to be picked on by the girl who was claiming to be my best friend. And so last summer, I got to the point where I was just done. And it kind of hit me that none of our other friends treated me like that. I was like, well, maybe we're just not close enough to be at that level. And then I thought about it more, and I was like, even if that actually is how best friendship works, I would rather have no friends at all. I'd rather be completely on my own and free to do whatever I want than have to adhere to somebody else's likes and dislikes. And so I ended it. The only part I regret is she has a bunch of my stuff still. She said she would give me back my stuff at Colossal last year, so June. That's 10 months. Our friendship has been over for 8. She's had my stuff for 10. And she keeps conveniently forgetting to bring my stuff to our mutuals friends so they can pass it on to me. And I'm getting really annoyed. I might have to drive up there myself and take it back. Some of the stuff I need back, like some of it was my mom's, some of it I need for work. And it really bothers me that she still has them. So that's my only regret in all this, is not getting that, not like demanding that stuff back from her. So that's why she's no longer acting in any of my short films. You asked, yeah, you know. So you go by Cece now. Yes. This revelation actually came to me through my 3DS I got for Christmas, and I've been street passing people, and I've come across like quite a few other aces, and it occurred to me that a lot of asexuals use ace as a nickname. My sexuality does not define me. That's just a cubby that I fit in. That isn't completely all of me. Cece was made up by my friend Adam. If you're familiar with my content, he was the Mink in our Dramatical Murder group a few years ago. Because my handle, my URL is Sharon Cosplay, so he was like, ah, Cece. And I was like, that's really cute! So I started using that as my online name. I really like it. How was Tekko? Tekko was fantastic. This year's Tekko was my favorite convention I've ever been to. I got to hang out with all of my friends at one point or another. I got to go see panels that I wanted to see. Like the last few years, people have like stopped me from going to panels because it'd be like, I'm really tired and I just don't want to see that one. I'm like, well, I do. I'm like, well, I don't want to be left alone, so stay with me. So I got to go and like see the panels I wanted to see. On Saturday, I did kind of burn myself out, so I left a little early instead of staying until the very end. So I missed the bad fan fiction sex scene reading circle, which is one of my favorites, but we went back to the hotel and we ended up reading this new manhwa, and it's really funny. So, like, I don't feel like I missed out. I still had a really good time. I did a panel this year. The past few years I've been dragged into doing panels, and I just, like, felt really awkward, and I didn't want to do it, and I did not like the experience in general. And this time I was like, I'll do a panel on how to make CMVs. I could do something with all that film school knowledge. I'm passionate about this, and since it was something I actually wanted to do, and it was something that I really knew a lot about, I felt really good about it. And my panel was actually at midnight 30. All the other panels that were going on were 18 plus and had been 18 plus for a couple hours. So then there was just my, like, how to make semi-decent short films and then put to music, so that's even more steps you can skip. You don't have to worry about sound design. So my audience was really small, but I think they were really entertained, and they learned some stuff. They asked a lot of good questions, and it was a really good time. I was really happy with it. And my performance in Masquerade was great. 2 years ago, my first one was really fun. Last year was not fun at all because a lot of stress was put onto us about trying to win, and that's not why I do the Masquerade. I do it because I really love being on stage. There's nothing more important to me than performing. I went as Calamity Mary, sang a song that was on one of the Toy Story soundtracks, but isn't actually in any of the movies. And towards the end, when the music swells, I had her civilian clothes on, and I like spun around and flung them off, and I had the magical roll-on outfit underneath, and it was great. And all my friends was like, that was like Broadway level magical transformation. And it never worked for me when I rehearsed it. Like, my wings would get stuck in the sleeves, or like my bra would just come off. There was an 80% chance that I would flash the audience and get disqualified, but it didn't. It came off so smoothly. It was almost flawless. I'm really proud of my performance. It was great, and I had so much fun doing it. I signed up to do one at Colossal. I don't know if I got in yet, but me and my friend Chris might be in that. Yeah, and it was a good time. Hanging out with all my friends. Did a lot of shopping, more than I should have probably. It flew by so fast. Like, it still kind of hasn't hit me that it's over. It kind of felt like a dream. It was so quick. But yeah, it was good. I can't wait for Colossal. Yep, so that's all the questions. I did find a great site for our portfolio. It's PixArt. I don't think of this sooner. I love PixArt. I've been using it like since right before Instagram got popular. Remember back when Instagram was just like 4 filters and a square crop tool? I don't know if it's more than that at this point. I think they got a couple more filters. And I know you can now, now you can post videos because they're trying to be Snapchat and Vine and everything else. I don't know, Instagram's just always seemed kind of pretentious to me. I don't like it. Comparing Instagram and PixArt is kind of like comparing Microsoft Paint and Photoshop, but PixArt is free and also social media attached to the powerful photo editor. PixArt's just really powerful. So that's where all of my cosplay photo shoot photos are going up. I'm still going to be putting all of the CMVs up on Dailymotion and probably on YouTube without sound. And I'm thinking of also doing a VidMe channel. YouTube gets the most traffic, but it's also been a great big pile of crap lately. They've been making some really poor choices, and it's kind of hard to gauge like what the next YouTube will be. And I know that VidMe, instead of doing monetization by ads, your viewers donate to you directly. If anybody wants to give us a couple bucks, get fancier cosplays and better props. Totally not signing up for VidMe just because my favorite YouTuber is sponsored by them. Oh, I forgot one. A couple people have asked me if they can be in my CMVs. Yes. I need more cosplay friends. Especially if you live in the DMV area. Oh, but the stupid hoe that got me started in cosplaying in the first place and ruined my life is going to be moving in with me in a couple weeks. I'm so excited. She's probably going to be in a lot of my upcoming music videos. So watch out for that. And be ready for new content in general. I think that's everything. I guess I'm back now. Tiki! Hey, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Oh, you're back. Okay. Bye, everybody. Pace yourself.